Welcome back to Time Travelers. Today we are exploring the top 5 female pirates in history, but of course we have to shout out our sponsor at Men's Shop Here. Where do men shop? Well, mensshophere.com. Go check them out where products are designed, tailored, and sold by men. Find the perfect gifts for the men in your life. Check out the information in the description below. Now, story time. First on the list is Anne Bonny, and was a notorious female pirate who operated in the Caribbean during the so-called Golden Age of piracy in the early 18th century. She's often remembered for her fearless and rebellious spirit. Born in Ireland around 1697, and Bonny moved to the Americas and eventually found herself in the pirate haven of Nassau in the Bahamas. There, she met the infamous pirate Calico Jack Rackham and became romantically involved with him. Bonny actively participated in piracy alongside Rackham and another female pirate, Mary Red. She dressed as a man on occasion to blend in with the crew and was known for her combat skills and fierce attitude. Her courage and determination in battle earned her respect among the crew. In 1720, Rackham's pirate ship was captured by the British authorities. While Rackham and his male crew were sentenced to hanging, Bonny and Reed both claimed they were pregnant, delaying their execution. However, there's no historical record of what happened to Anne Bonny after her capture. Some legends suggest she might have been released or ransomed, while others claim she vanished or returned to a more conventional life. Anne Bonny's legacy persists through the tales of her daring exploits and her role as one of the few well-known female pirates of the time. Her story continues to captivate imaginations and inspire portrayals in literature, film, and other forms of media. At number 2, we have Mary Red. Mary was a fascinating figure in the world of piracy during the early 18th century. Born in England around 1685, her life took unexpected turns that led her to become one of the most famous female pirates in history. Mary Read lived much of her early life disguised as a boy. Her mother dressed her as a boy after the death of an older brother to continue receiving financial support from her late brother's paternal grandmother. She lived as a boy named Mark and later worked as a soldier in the Dutch army. After leaving the army, Mary Red found herself aboard a ship bound for the Caribbean. The ship was captured by pirates, and it was during this encounter that she met Anne Bonny and Calico Jack Rackham. She revealed her true gender to them and joined their pirate crew. Known for her courage in battle, Reed was a skilled fighter and gained a reputation as a fierce pirate. She, along with Anne Bonny, became an integral part of Rackham's crew, participating in their plundering activities in the Caribbean. In 1720, Rackham's ship was captured by a pirate hunter off the coast of Jamaica. During the capture, most of the male crew, including Rackham, were too drunk to fight, leaving Reed and Bonny to defend the ship almost single-handedly. Despite their efforts, they were overpowered, and the crew was taken prisoner. Both Mary Read and Anne Bonny were sentenced to hang, but they both claimed to be pregnant. Reed reportedly died of a fever in prison before the execution, escaping the gallows, while the fate of Anne Bonny remains uncertain in historical records. Mary Read's life story, with its elements of disguise, adventure, and piracy, continues to capture the imaginations of people interested in the history of piracy and the lives of remarkable women who defied societal norms. Coming in next at number 3, Ching Shi, also known as Ching Isa, was one of the most successful and formidable pirates in history. She commanded one of the largest pirate fleets in the South China Sea during the early 19th century. Ching Shi's journey into piracy began when she married Ching Ai, a notorious pirate who commanded a fleet of ships. Upon Ching Ai's death in 1807, Ching Shi assumed command of his pirate fleet, which consisted of hundreds of ships and tens of thousands of pirates. Known for her shrewdness, leadership, and strategic brilliance, Ching Shi not only maintained but expanded her late husband's pirate empire. She established a strict code of conduct for her pirates, with severe penalties for breaking the rules but also offering fair compensation for captured loot. Her code included rules against stealing from the local population they relied on for support, and she strictly forbade any piracy against the Chinese mainland. Ching Shi's fleet became a dominant force, successfully resisting attempts by the Chinese Imperial Navy and foreign powers to defeat them. Her influence extended throughout the South China Sea, and she controlled trade routes, collecting protection fees from merchants and coastal communities. Facing pressure from the Chinese government and the increased presence of foreign naval forces, Ching Shi decided to negotiate for amnesty. She managed to retire from piracy with her wealth and freedom intact, a rare feat for a pirate leader of her magnitude. After retiring from piracy, She married her lieutenant, Chung Patsai, and lived a relatively peaceful life. Her story remains a testament to her exceptional leadership skills, strategic acumen, and her ability to navigate the turbulent waters of piracy and negotiate her way to a comfortable retirement. Fourth on our list is Grace O'Malley, also known as Graemhale, is a legendary figure in Irish history and folklore, celebrated as a formidable pirate queen who operated along the west coast of Ireland during the 16th century. Born into a seafaring family in County Mayo around 1530, Grace inherited a strong maritime tradition. She learned seamanship, navigation, and the ways of the sea from her father, who was a chieftain and a skilled seafarer. In an era when women were often confined to domestic roles, Grace O'Malley defied societal norms and became a remarkable figure in Irish history. She commanded ships, led men in battle, and controlled a significant portion of the coastline, including strategic islands and territories. Grace O'Malley's fleet of ships engaged in trade, fishing, and piracy. She protected her territories from English incursions and rival clans while also conducting acts of piracy against English ships. Her network extended across Ireland and even reached as far as Scotland and Spain. One of the most famous stories about Grace O'Malley involves a meeting with Queen Elizabeth I of England. Legend has it that Grace sailed to England to negotiate the release of her captured sons and to seek redress for grievances against English authorities. Their meeting, conducted in Latin as neither spoke the other's language, reportedly ended with mutual respect between the two strong-willed women. Grace O'Malley's legacy as a powerful and independent figure in Irish history endures through tales of her bravery, leadership, and her fierce defense of her lands against outside forces. She remains a symbol of Irish resistance and a testament to the strength and capability of women in history. Last on our countdown is Rachel Wall. Rachel is notable for being one of the few documented female pirates in American history. Born in Pennsylvania around 1760, Wall's life took a criminal turn that led her to become a pirate operating along the New England coast in the late 18th century. Wall's early life isn't extensively documented, but it's believed she turned to a life of crime after marrying George Wall, who was involved in theft and burglary. They resorted to a life of piracy, operating near Massachusetts and Maine. In 1782, Rachel Wall and her crew attacked a vessel near Isles of Shoals, resulting in the murder of a young boy. This act of piracy led to their eventual capture. Following her capture, Rachel Wall was put on trial and convicted for piracy and murder. She was sentenced to death by hanging. On October 8, 1789, she was executed in Boston, becoming the last woman to be hanged in Massachusetts. Wall's story, while not as well known as other female pirates, stands as a historical record of a woman involved in piracy in the waters of early America. Her life and actions highlight the harsh realities and dangers of piracy during that time and the consequences faced by those who engaged in such criminal activities. Well, there you have it, time travelers, the top 5 female pirates throughout history. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to continue traveling through time.